draws us all to this stuff is the community, is the sound, the sights, like all this stuff is part of it. Hey man, get used to it. What is up, happy people, in this dark vehicle? So I turned the light on, and now it's blinding me. So something interesting is happening today. I just got word that a vehicle that I bid on, that I've had picked up from Atlanta, just got here. And I was hoping to catch a tow truck driver dropping it off, but I didn't. That's fine. I've been busy today, but I'm really excited to go see what exactly I've bought here, whether it's going to be a dud, whether it's going to need more work than I expect. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I used to work for a GM dealership. So I'm super familiar with GM products. Like I tell most people, when you're buying stuff that you don't know the history on, try to buy things that you're familiar with. It's very helpful. I picked this because it was a non-runner. I knew people would kind of stay away from it, and it's been vandalized, so it's like a double whammy. If you take a risk and it turns out it needs a motor, it needs a trans, and you have to put one of those in, your expenses just skyrocket and it almost makes it not worth it. But I got very lucky. I was able to pick it up for next to nothing, and I'm hoping on a prayer that I get over there and it's something silly. Even if it turns out it's not something silly, we're still in it and still gonna put it together. It's gonna be pretty amazing. From the pictures of the auction, it looks like the battery was completely dead. So the first thing I'm doing is grabbing a battery from your local Advanced Auto Parts. I'm gonna grab a battery just to be prepared, just in case it's like dead, and that's why they're saying it's a non-runner. It's happened before, you'd be surprised. All right, let's do it. Thank you. Have a good one. All right, let's go. All right, we got what we're looking for. Got a battery. Got some throttle body cleaner. Just in case we gotta go any further. Doing some tests tonight. Might not need it. But we got what we need. Let's leave this one running. Here she is in all its darkness. 2010 Cadillac Escalade ESV. Wow. It's a lot of graffiti. Somebody really didn't like them. Let's quickly confirm something I feel like I already know. Like I said, from the auction, you see the lights didn't come on. So that from the auction, it was the same, where there was nothing on the dash. Yep. Nothing, obviously. It just means that the battery's dead. Okay. So, let's see. Means we need a battery, so we're already ahead of the game. We knew that coming in, so we bought a battery. We're gonna replace it real quick. So that's the first thing you gotta do. Check your dipstick. Yep, dry as a bone. Oh, that's not good. All right, well, good thing we brought some Earl. That's the first thing we should do. I'm gonna look up here. That looks pretty good. Okay. Our coolant level. Make sure that that's not all weird. Okay, good. Pretty good. It's not all murky. Since we have no oil at all, Definitely some Lucas is helpful, so we're gonna use that. We've got some oil right here. We're gonna replace this battery real quick and see if we can't get her fired up. Need some light down here. Let's see what all is going on. There it is. Get that out of the way. Moment of truth time. We've put our new battery in. Everything's secure, dry tight. We've put our oil in here. We even added some Lucas for good measure. Now let's hope. First way to tell is yup. There. That's already a good sign. This works now. That is moment of truth. There you go. You see? We have now we have lights in here when we open the door. So that's good. Here we go. Ooh, boy. Here we go. Oh, lights, come on. No way. She fired up. No effing way. Holy hell. Nice. No way. A little bit of ticking, but that's not bad for something that had no oil in it. You know, we gotta wait for for the Lucas to do its thing. But it sounds fairly, oh my God, no way. She sounds healthy. Nice. What a score. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What a score. Let's take it around the block real quick. I was so excited that somehow I did not record my first drive. Found out a few things, and we pick up the next evening. So, one thing we found out last night is that although it starts and runs, it is leaking under here. So, I think, as you can see, leaky. What all is leaky? Looks like yep. Thought that it would be. Well, now we know it's leaking. It is our gasket for our oil cooler line, or it could be the oil cooler line itself. I mean, with how profusely it's leaking, I suspect it's the line itself and not the gasket. I'm hoping it's the gasket. We're just gonna have to get this thing on a lift just to be sure what's going on. So we'll come back to this. At the guys coming to put a windshield in her because one of those, it's one of our issues. So they're gonna handle it. They're gonna kill the game. Thank you. These guys are literally a godsend. They're fast, they're efficient, they get stuff knocked out. I was trying my best to tape everything, but my phone ended up dying shortly after this. Tired of night shooting anyways. We'll see their finished product in the daytime. What is up, guys? Welcome back. We finally get to see this thing in the daylight. Up until now, we've been doing some night shooting, but I wanted to get a really good look at this thing in the daytime with the sun on it. We're actually seeing it together, really. So I bought this thing sight unseen. So far we've gotten it started, which is good. We know what's all going on with it. We know it's leaking a little bit of oil, but the paint work clearly looks insane. We're getting to see it for the first time in its entirety, how bad it is. And I think we should be able to do some stuff with it. But let's just go over it real quick, see what we have here in the daytime in real time. If I was able to see this at the auction, that would have been best, but given where the vehicle was and all the logistics of going out there to go see it, and when the auction was, I wasn't able to actually go see it. But I get to inspect it now and see how bad it is, if we can bring it back. I mean, just in looking at it real quick, I think we should be okay. It looks worse than it actually is, I think. So let's just go over it real quick. Let's look at it. Let's see what we can do. Believe it or not, the spray paint is actually the least of our worry. Although it looks pretty bad and it's everywhere, this right here, this is the biggest part of it. The spray paint shouldn't be terrible. We're gonna give it a wash real quick and assess where we're at. Try to see if we can't get all this spray paint off of it. I'm pretty confident that we should be able to do that. There's a little bit of damage on the side step on the passenger side, so that's not great too. We're gonna have to replace that, but overall, not the worst, not the worst. Let's check out the interior. Ooh, fancy. I like it. Beautiful. And you see the suede roof, which was a really great selling point for me. Looks like an all custom job, which is really, really great. Really great. All this stuff's got to go. I don't know what the hell that is, but overall not bad. Everything works. It's very good. Let's check the interior out. The interior is no rips, no tears. It's good. There's our DVD screens. Fully loaded. Very good. Nice. All right, so let's tackle it one step at a time. Alrighty, boys and girls. So it's looking like we may have found ourselves a diamond in the rough. It's looking pretty good for this one. For us, so far, it's been actually pretty simple. And usually by now, in my head, I'm like, where's the ball gonna drop on it? But so far, so good. I know it's leaking oil, so we have to address that. There's probably gonna be a few odds and ends that we're gonna have to take care of, but I'm very excited to see that the car is running. Definitely may have to call the cavalry in to come rescue me from this paint job. I mean, obviously it was coming off very, very slowly. I have zero patience for this kind of work, so definitely gonna have to maybe outsource it and have one of my buddies come through and help us out with that. But overall, super excited for the project. Hope you are too. If you are, share with your friends, like, subscribe, do all the things. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. So it's almost there with the paint work. There's a couple imperfections that he's gonna have to take care of, but I am super stoked.